guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm doing a cut crease and it's coral. I haven't done something like this before, so here you go. So I'm starting with creating a line as my crease. This is what I always do when I create a cut crease. This is, when you follow me on YouTube for a while, you have seen me doing this quite often. But this is the beginning of the cut crease and it's very important because this will kinda decide how your cut crease will look. So I'm going for a, how do you call it, wavy cut crease. So now I'm going to highlight my brow bone because I forgot about it, and normally I do this before I start with my eyeshadows and all that stuff, but I forgot it. So I used the MAC Fascinating Eye Pencil and now I'm going to apply a white eyeshadow on top of it to make it stay in place. And the MAC Fascinating Eye Pencil is one of my favorite eye pencils because it's not very creamy, which makes it easier because it stays in place very well. Now the first eyeshadow that I'm using is Orange Soda by Anastasia Beverly Hills, one of my favorite eyeshadows. I have used it so many times in my videos. I think this is the perfect transition shade for a warm brown eye look. I always start with this shade in my crease whenever I do a warm brown orangey eye look or just a brown eye look. Now I'm using the Toofaced Semi-Sweet Eye Palette and I'm using the shade Peanut Butter. It's a very gorgeous orangey eyeshadow shade and I'm going to place this also in my crease. I'm keeping it a bit lower, a little bit more above the crease line that I just created and a little bit underneath the Orange Soda eyeshadow that I just blended in my crease. Now I'm using Makeupgeek Poppy eyeshadow. This is like a corally orange shade. It's very bright and I think it's a perfect shade to use in the summer. It will look very great on green eyes, blue eyes, brown eyes, I think on every eye color. And I'm using again the Toofaced Semi-Sweet Eye Palette. And this is the black shade from the palette. I also used this shade to create my crease line at the beginning. And just so you know, you can also use a eyeliner to create your crease line at the beginning, but after you go in with more eyeshadow, it's harder to blend out the black line and you will see it more clearly. And with eyeshadow, it's easier to blend it out at the end. Now to blend out the black eyeshadow, I'm using again the Toofaced Semi-Sweet Eye Palette and now I'm going in with the darkest brown eyeshadow. I'm going over the black line and a little bit above it to blend it towards the shades that I blended in my crease before. And I think it's very important to go back in with lighter shades once you have applied the black eyeshadow because I don't like how it looks when it's very strong black line, but some people prefer it. It's just very personal, I guess. I just like it when it looked way more blended. Now I'm using the shade Mousse from the Too Faced palette and this is a lighter shade than the dark brown eyeshadow that I just blended in my crease. And this is because I want it to be blended out even more, so that's why I'm going in with a lighter shade to really create that kind of sunset effect from dark to light. Now that this is done, I'm using some concealer to carve up my crease. I'm going right underneath where I created my crease line to make it look way more sharp, and this will also remove all the mistakes that I made. Because you can see there's also eyeshadow underneath the crease line and I don't want you guys to see it, so this will clean up everything. Now I'm using the Sorbet eyeshadow from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is a very pretty shade. I never use it, so today I just grabbed some eyeshadows that I don't use on a daily basis just to see how they look, and this is one of my favorites which I will use definitely more often. So I'm pressing this at the beginning of my eyelids. And I'm using the shade Mai Tai by Makeupgeek, and this is also a very pretty shade. It has a sort of pink sheen, but also a little bit orange. I don't know how to describe it, but it's a very unique shade and I also really like it. Now I'm going back in with the Poppy eyeshadow that I also blended in my crease. I wanted to do a coral eyeshadow, and for now it didn't really look like a coral eyeshadow look. So just to bring that coral back to life, I'm going back in with this shade and I'm pressing this at the outer part of my eyelids and also in my outer V. Now I'm using some eyeliner. I'm using my favorite Wicked Gel eyeliner by Sigma. And I have a separate video where I go more in depth on my eyeliner, so now I'm just quickly showing you some sneak peeks. But if you want to see how I do my eyeliner, I will link it down in the description bar. Now once again I'm going back in with the Makeupgeek Poppy eyeshadow and pressing this right underneath my lower lash line. And today I did something totally different than I normally never do. I didn't apply pencil in my waterline, which is very rare because I never do this. And I also didn't do that in a corner pointy look that I do very often. Now I'm going to highlight my inner corner. Today I kind of went out of my comfort zone, which is great because I have to do this more often. And now I'm highlighting my brow bone using that same shade that I also used for my inner corner. And this is the finished look. I used my lashes in the style Sassy. You can get them at Annytude.com. I have a special discount code in the description bar, so check it out. And I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. I will do more cut creases soon because I really enjoy making them. And let me know what kind of cut creases you would like to see. And hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!